I have 3 daughters, Mariah, Lila, and Ivy. And when my 3rd daughter was born, my friend and colleague, fellow Moyle, Dr. Irving Lewis, said to me, "Kiva, you don't know how to make boys." I said, "Irv, I make men out of boys." I was once doing a bris, and just as I'm about to make the cut, the kid starts pishing via fair, like a racehorse. So I covered him up with the diaper and I waited. His grandfather was very fast and very sharp. He leaned over and he said, "Kid, it's not smart to piss off the moya." On this subject, Sigmund Freud said, I didn't actually hear him say this. I read in a book that the author read in another book, that someone thought, that they remembered, that somebody said, that Sigmund Freud said. This is called history. Sigmund Freud said, sometimes a cigar is just a cigar. Sometimes. Other times, don't ask. If you were to ask me about Congregation Shir Shalom, I would tell you that we are the first and only synagogue in Geauga County.
Wow.
Geauga County is located 15 minutes east of Solon, just before the earth drops off. V'yesh omrim, and some would say it is just after the earth drops. Suffice it to say that there are some places even Chabad won't go. I helped found the Congregation Shir Shalom about 14 years ago, and when we first came to Bainbridge Township, the Christian community there was very welcoming, gracious, most hospitable. They invited us over for kichel and sponge cake. We make that stuff taste like cardboard. You should see what they do to it. We reciprocated, of course. We brought over some matzah. Between the kichel and the sponge cake and the matzah, Tums, split 2 for 1. We also brought over some horseradish to kill the taste of the matzah. We also brought over 4 cups of wine to kill the taste of the horseradish. This is called tradition. I was concerned about the content of my sermons, but the president reassured me. He said, as long as you don't talk about sports, politics, or religion, you'll do fine. From the minutes, quote, religion? For this, we hired a rabbi? We were warmly welcomed by the Catholics, the Lutherans, the Presbyterians, the Evangelicals, some of the Jews. Some of the Jews weren't too happy to see us because they'd been in hiding for 20 years. In the Federation Protection Program. It's not a well-known or well-developed program. They need to do more fundraising. About a year and a half ago, Penny and I moved to Troy Township. It's peaceful, it's quiet, the Federation doesn't know where I am. I thought, I hoped, I prayed. It took him about 2 weeks to find me. Chas v'sholom. God forbid one Jew should escape. But the Federation system is not perfect, because they've been mailing high holiday pledge cards just in the past few weeks to my neighbor, the Amish guy. Not this Amish guy. The Amish guy came over and he said, Kiva, what kind of scam is this? High holiday pledge cards in February. Rosh Hashanah is not till September. So I explained to him how the scam works. And now he's running his own. So if you get high holiday pledge cards from Miller Ben Yoder, of the Dutch country Kahila, remember the words of our sage, Gene Wilder, who taught us in the Frisco Kid that just because they're wearing black hats does not mean they're landsmen. In fact, I think our Frummies should start wearing straw hats just to confuse them. I started meeting my fellow clergy out there in Georgeveld. Father Flanagan and I went out, we had a few drinks. First thing he says to me, do you remember the pain from your circumcision? I said, no, I don't remember any pain at all. But I didn't walk for a year. I once considered becoming a Catholic priest. After 8th grade at the Hebrew Academy. Genug is genug. How much Yiddishkeit can one person take? So I sat in on some catechism classes, at St. Anne's, just to try it out. There was one other Jew in the class. I looked up when I saw what they did to him. Father Flanagan had a few more drinks, and he told me that if I was willing to be born again, I could experience the resurrection for myself firsthand. I said, Father Flanagan, I don't know anything about the resurrection, except if it lasts more than 4 hours, better call a doctor. I had a few more drinks. Father Flanagan tried to convince me to eat pork. I listened to him patiently, respectfully, thoughtfully, not because I'm patient, respectful, or thoughtful, but that's how I was raised. And when he was finished, I said, you know, Father Flanagan, you've made some excellent points. Your thesis is well researched, annotated, articulated, and after consideration, Father Flanagan, I am going to start eating pork at your wedding.